When was the last time we did Celebrity True or False around these?
It's been a minute.
It's been a while.
I don't know.
So let's do it.
Yeah,
Celebrity True or False with Mila Kunis. Hit it.
Celebrity True or False.
You can't handle the truth.
That's our production value.
That's really, it's fancy.
Well, you're a producer. You should know.
I mean, this is costly over here.
There you go. All right, first one up.
Just went.
Celebrity True or False with Mila Kunis. First up, true or false, after moving from Ukraine at age 7, you were helped to learn English by watching The Price is Right.
Did I just answer?
Yes.
True.
That is true.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
So,
yeah. I mean,
you did not know any English when you came to the country?
I knew zero. Not one word. Not yes, not no, nothing. Not
Okay.
I came at like 7.5.
Okay.
But yeah, when I arrived to America, I mean, I can give you the whole story, but the short of it is my parents didn't tell me we were moving to another country.
Okay.
They told me we were moving to a different house. And
It's just
technically true.
All right.
Huh?
Technically true.
Yes.
You did move
Technically,
to a new house.
for sure.
So-
And we got on a train, and I was like, whoa, this house is far away. And then we got on a plane, and I was like, whoa, I've never been on a plane. And keep in mind, like, this is coming out of what was then USSR. Mm-hmm. So it's not like I had that much exposure to anything, right? Communism. And so we get on this plane, and I'm like, oh my God, this is what is happening. I saw McDonald's for the first time. I had Coca-Cola for the first time. We arrived in Queens. You have to go through all this paperwork, Arrive in the States. And no, I did not speak a word of English. But the second we arrived, I had to go to school.
And so suddenly you're watching
Price is Right.
Plinko
Morning.
and Bob
Yes.
Barker. And you're
Yes.
so is that how you learned about how to say a brand new car?
Yeah,
or
exactly.
something like
Come
that?
on down. You know what it is? It's on television when
Yes.
you watch the news back in the day before there was 24-hour news. Morning news
Yes.
was what was on. We didn't afford cable, so we had no cable. So our thing was like channel 2, 4,
7.
7 and 11.
Yeah.
And so before school, I would turn it on, and one of the things was Price is Right, and he spoke really slow, and he enunciated. And so it was like one of these things where there was a visual cue, and there was an audible, like there was auditory and visual where you can understand what he was saying with the visual. So I understood like $2, two, car. Like there's elements to it that I truly believe to this day. Like I'm not going to discredit the teachers. They also taught me
Understood.
English, of course.
Yes.
But my mom and I watched Price is Right.
Huh. And so what did you think of TJ's performance on The Price is Right?
Oh my God, TJ, was I not excited? Come on, I was stoked. What did I think of it? I think I still have it recorded. You should ask me. I was on it too, Rich.
When?
I was, oh my God, this is like, I peaked. This is when I peaked, okay? I love Price is Right. And we were doing press for, I don't remember.
Okay.
Movie.
Okay.
I think it was Bad Moms. It was
Okay.
Bad Moms.
Okay.
We were doing press for Bad Moms, and they were like, listen, there's an opportunity. Do you want to do a Bad Moms takeover of The Price is Right? And I went, I mean, I might have shed a tear. And I was like, yeah, I do. And so there's a whole episode where the girls and I did Price is Right, and I played Plinko, and people thought that it was all set up because I kept getting like, I got 100 and I got Plinko, and I was like, no, this is just karma because I love the show so
Damn
much.
straight. Plinko's not fixed.
It's not fixed, guys. It wasn't fixed.
Not at all. Number 2,
Master
Mila
Key
Kunis.
is fixed, though. I can tell you that.
Oh, no, it was not. You just tried to. You didn't do it.
That
You didn't
game
play it
was
right.
fixed.
Which one?
The one I
Master
lost,
Key, the one he
that-
lost because
Oh,
he
no,
tried
it's-
to be funny instead of just being
entertaining.
straightforward and take the middle key. I knew
Yeah,
it.
TJ.
Well, she knows me. She knows I can't just.
Next up, true or false, Mila Kunis, your first acting job was in a Barbie commercial for a toy that was never released.
True.
What toy was it?
It was Camping Barbie.
Oh.
Why did Camping Barbie
Something
never
like
made it out of
that.
that?
There must have been another, like, there were, oh gosh, I don't even know what these things are called, but they were like, not prototype,
Right.
but they were like commercials for possible objects.
Yes.
But it was never released. But it was for a Barbie that never came out. And the reason why I keep saying it's Camping Barbie is because we were shooting it like in a park where it was like a camping atmosphere to
Yes.
it.
Uh-huh.
But that was my first commercial. It wasn't my first job, but it was my first
What was your
commercial.
first job?
I have to look back exact dates, but it was either Days of Our Lives,
Okay.
where I played Young Hope, or it was a movie called Piranha.
Piranha? You were on Piranha?
Roger Corman's Piranha.
How old
Yes,
were you in Piranha?
the remake of it that he produced.
How old
I
were
was
you?
9.
So you're on the set of Piranha where these fish eat human beings
Yeah.
as a 9-year-old?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Man, put me in a fetal position watching The Price is Right any day of the week.
I know. But I loved it. Oh, yeah. I mean, there was fish everywhere and fake blood everywhere. It was great.
Wow.
All right, next up, speaking of soap opera, true or false, Mila, you initially didn't want to do that 70s show, but instead preferred doing a soap opera because there was a hot guy in it and your manager talked you out of it.
True.
That is true.
That is very true. That is very true.
That's dead on accurate.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah. Because I was 14. Mm-hmm. I was the first one cast on 70s show, and it was a pilot, and I was like, I don't want to be in a show about the 70s. Like, who cares about the 70s? Like, I was like, but the soap opera's got cute guys in it, and I was 14, and I was like, that seems like a better decision. And my manager was like, why don't we not make this decision and see if you really do get 70s show? Because 70s was like the next callback or whatever, the direct, whatever it was. The network call. Anyways, I got 70s, and then that night she was like, "You're gonna do 70s show," and I was like, "Oh, Susan, come on!" And I don't remember what the show was called that I was supposed to do that I got, but it was with cute boys. It wasn't called Sunset Beach, but it was called something.
Okay.
And I was like, "Come on!" And she's like, "No, you got to trust me on this one. You got to do 70s."
When did you know that show was was a major hit? When did you know?
I don't think I did. I was very naive, and I went to public high school, and I looked at acting as like the world's greatest hobby that I had the privilege of pursuing. I didn't know it was a hit until I knew what my bank account was. And I didn't know what my bank account was until I was 18.
No kidding.
Yeah. And then my dad sat me down and I was like maybe 17. I just graduated high school. And because I didn't care. I could care less about money. I was like, I don't care. And people were like, we're renegotiating. And I was like, I don't care. I just want I love working. And I was moving out. My dad's like, look, I need to sit you down. We need to talk about your finances. And I was like, I don't care. And he goes, you have to sit down and listen to me. And then he like showed me my finances, and I was like, I was like, wow, amazing. Like it was just like icing on the cake, but could care less. Could care less.
So you didn't know what was in your bank account from that 70s show until your dad sat you down when it was.
I did not know what was in my bank account from the age of 9. I had parents that like took all my money, put in the bank account.
Yeah.
Like I have incredible parents. They worked full time. They had real jobs, like their own jobs. If I ever needed money as a kid, we had a drawer in the house that I would just like open and take like $20, $40, whatever I needed. Like there was like an open line of dialogue.
How about that?
And so I never thought about it.
All right, I got 2 more for you here. Mila Kunis, true or false? Seth MacFarlane took so long casting the role of Laurie and Ted that you became old enough to be believable as Mark Wahlberg's girlfriend and got cast.
Also true.
Come on. How long did he take to cast?
I don't think
role?
he took long to cast. I think that the movie went through different. Before Wahlberg was in it, it went through a different cast. It wasn't just the part of the girlfriend. It was like, I think it was hard to get a movie made about a talking teddy bear. Like, guys, how do you pitch that? Like, oh yeah, we're gonna make a movie about a talking teddy bear. Also, he curses. So it's like a movie that's not like for kids, but there's a bear in it, you know? And so I think people were just a little bit tentative about this whole idea. And so I remember he was like, can you throw out some like names of like young actresses who are like, 24, 23, 24, and I was maybe like 19, 20, 21 at the time, and I was like throwing out different ideas of different actresses.
Who did you throw out? Do you remember?
He would probably remember, but I genuinely do not.
Okay.
But he would remember. And then at one point, he was like, well, now, do you want to do it? And I went, oh, yeah, okay, I'll do it. Like, that was just it.
But you knew the script and what the bear was saying and all that stuff? And
No. Nope. I did after I said I would do it. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And then he was like, you want to read the script? And I was like, okay.
What was your first impression of the script?
Oh, that was really fun. I think MacFarlane's writing is so funny. I think his writing is extraordinary. Or it wasn't just his. Sorry, I don't want to take credit away. We had 2 other writers on it.
Sulk, right?
Yes, exactly.
Sulk is one of my favorites.
Yes, but Family Guy writers.
Sure.
They're amazing. Or now directors, but yeah.
Right. Okay. Last one for you. True or false? You tore a ligament and dislocated your shoulder training for Black Swan.
Oh, true.
What the hell?
Well, I don't recommend doing anything without knowing what you're doing, right? And by that I mean, like anytime that you pick up a job as an actor and you're like, my character knows how to, I'm trying to think of like an example, knows how to use a bow and arrow, right? You have to go and start instantly learning how to use a bow and arrow. You have to be believable in it or whatever that thing that the character does is.
Yeah.
Well, here my character's a ballerina. And so that takes so many years of just strength training and having like all these things. And I had 3 months to get on point, and I had 3 months to figure out how to fake being a ballerina. And your body can only do so much. And then after a while, your body just goes, I'm tired. Like, I'm tired. And so I dislocated my shoulder, and I was like, oh no. And I think I dislocated it towards the end of rehearsals. But the movie lost its budget, so that means we had 3 more months of rehearsals.
Recovery. For you.
No
in the 3
recovery.
months.
There was no recovery.
Okay.
But I went to an acupuncturist, and I'll never forget this because I was like, I can't move my arm. Like, my arm couldn't go up, and I was like, we're screwed. And Darren sent me to his acupuncturist in New York City. Mm-hmm. And I was like, Darren, I don't think I need an acupuncturist. I think I need to go to like a real doctor.
Uh-oh.
And he was like, well, just trust it. Just go to this acupuncturist. Let's see what happens. I walked out of that acupuncture session. I was like, what happened? Like, I to this day, I'm so grateful to this one guy in New York that completely, I don't know what he did, but he did something. I did that. Oh yeah, I had like, but we all did. So did Nat. Nat also was completely bruised up.
She got banged up too?
Oh yeah, we all did. Because you're also like so small in size. Because you dance or you exercise dance for 15 hours a day, nonstop, over and over and over and over again. And if you weren't on set shooting, you were offset rehearsing dances and doing things. And so like, no matter how good I got, we did all have to have doubles, but you had to fake being a certain look.
So your words of advice are?
Oh, don't do it.
Don't.
Oh my God. I mean, I'm so happy I did it, but thank God I was young. Like, I wouldn't do it today. I couldn't do it today. Not that type of physical. No, couldn't do it.
All right, fantastic.
I also didn't have kids. You know what I mean?
Plus, you didn't have to do your own stunts in Goodrich. You know what I mean?
I didn't.
Pretty much, which is available.
Which stunts? Oh, birth. That's a stunt.
All right.
Okay.
Very
come
good.
On now.
Spoiler alert. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.